Hi, my name is Riya Mehrotra, and I will be reciting a speech regarding DEI in clinical trials. Imagine living in a world where the majority of life-saving drugs only work for a fraction of the population. A world where clinical trials are conducted but leave entire communities behind and focus on the simple majorities. A world in which the most important research methods are unequal and inequitable. The world I just described is not some era from centuries ago or a wild dystopian year. It is not at all hypothetical. It is the reality we live in. The lack of diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, in clinical trials is not just an ethical failure. It is a failure of science, and it is putting lives at risk. Clinical trials are the engine of medical progress. They are how cures and solutions to complex diseases are found, and they are essential to the lives of all Americans. Well, not all Americans. Women, people of color, low-income communities, the elderly, these groups are consistently underrepresented in clinical trials, and this isn't an issue to take lightly. In a world with increasing diversity, how is it possible that such inequity and discrimination lie within basic research? DEI in clinical trials is not just important, but essential. Science requires accuracy. Clinical trials are meant to reflect how treatments affect real people in the real world. Yet, when trials don't include diverse populations, they only give us a fraction of the whole story. Different populations respond differently to the same treatment. A medication might work for a middle-aged white man, but it could be less effective or even harmful to a Black woman or a Hispanic child. We need to be honest. Right now, our science is incomplete, inaccurate, and dangerous. Health disparities are not just statistics, they are injustices. We know that some minority communities are more vulnerable to diseases than others, whether it be diabetes, heart disease, or cancer. These same communities are often left out of clinical trials, thus widening the gap in healthcare outcomes. By ensuring DEI in clinical trials, we not only make the data better, we save real lives. We address unique healthcare challenges and actively work towards a just healthcare system. But how can such a long-standing issue be quickly fixed? Well, advocacy is the tool that shall not be overlooked. When we as a community discuss these issues, we are able to do our part in spreading the knowledge and starting the conversation. This creates a movement towards equality and, more important, equity. In the absence of DEI, clinical trials fail to fulfill their purpose. We cannot afford to move forward with treatments that serve only some while others suffer in silence. DEI in clinical trials is essential to making a just world and just healthcare system, and this movement begins with me and each of the people on the other side of the screen. Thank you.